What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here doing a TLG Reacts for the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that happened yesterday. I had no idea this happened until somebody in our Discord, Psycho, let us know that it happened. Been so busy with work, the typical story we've had for like the last 2 months, that apparently it was not on my radar. So shout out to Psycho for letting us know. I don't really know what to expect from this, and I also got no spoilers because, like I said, I had no idea this even happened. So I'm going to be going into this blind. I'm excited to see what they have to show off specifically because the Switch 2 is out, and I want to see what partners are bringing to the Switch 2 to make it something I can finally have to buy, because I want one. I don't need one.
Yeah.
Same. So definitely looking for a reason to have to get it, even though the new Donkey Kong game looks pretty cool, but that's not a
I watched.
it's not a console seller for me.
I watched someone play it for a little bit. It looks fun.
Yeah, looks neat. How you doing? And did you get through since yesterday without any spoilers? And are you looking forward to anything?
I'm doing good. I'd be doing better if you guys click the bell because we're not being shown on YouTube.
True, it's
If
annoying.
you want to make sure you see us, make sure to hit the notification stuff on YouTube. As far as getting away unscathed, I saw one spoiler, and it is something I'm interested in. Not like heavy interest, but I do have an interest in it.
That's good.
I also know there are two other things from a company that I generally pay attention to. So I'm curious to see what's going to show up in this. One thing I think Nintendo Directs are usually pretty good about is showing not only the first-party games, but in this case, obviously, Partner Showcase. They're pretty good about like third-party releases. So.
And it's always like small little games that I wouldn't really expect showing up on this. Well, Switch 2 is going to be able to handle more modern games,
Right.
but there's always like these weird little niche games that I just like, you're not going to get on other consoles, or maybe you don't know about it, but they like put the spotlight on it. So yeah, I always like watching these.
For sure.
Anything else to say?
No, we've waited a whole day to watch this, so
Yeah.
let's get into it, I suppose.
And on that note, Plus Club Game of the Month coming out tomorrow, delayed because everything just all of a sudden showed up at the same time we needed to be filming those. I wanted to get the more topical things out of the way, and then we're going to do our regular shows, so they'll be delayed by like a day or so. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Quick, somebody sue Nintendo, Lego, since they sue everybody else.
I heard that wasn't
Lego,
going very well
Nintendo.
for them, which I'm glad to hear.
Nintendo suing who?
Power World.
Oh, okay. Because
That's
they sue
still-
everybody.
That's still going on, so. Almost looks like Monster Hunter. Oh.
Nice. With that art style, I'd assume it's stories.
Yeah, I have not played those.
I played 2, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't have time to keep playing it.
Yeah, I really should probably play these.
This looks pretty good
Yeah, it
graphically.
does.
is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to
Actually,
drive our
kind of gives me
people
almost
out
like
of
Fire
house and
Emblem
home.
vibes.
Yeah.
But this
I'm gonna
divide
upgrade
has
that and
brought
say
our
it looks
two
really
kingdoms
good.
to the brink of war.
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
Yeah, I played the second one a little bit, and I was enjoying it, but then something came out that was like high profile.
Right.
Just fucking stop playing it.
Can't afford not to go. But it won't be for long.
Let us know below. Do I need to play 1 and 2, or can I just hop into these? Are they separate stories?
I think they're
I
separate.
can hear them. 2 sounds.
I think-
Should
I think-
play them?
I think I
1,
looked
2,
into
3?
that when I bought 2, because everybody said 1 wasn't that great,
Gotcha.
but 2 was like really good.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo
2026.
Direct Partner Showcase.
Gives
In
us
this
some time to catch up and play
we'll be
the
focusing
first
on
two.
games from our publishing and development partners. What you just saw was Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. We hope you're looking forward to another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter universe. Today, we'll present games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Before a
Sick.
game is shown, you'll see the logo of the system the game will launch on here.
We're getting a fucking tutorial on how to
Video.
interpret this.
Logos
I
are shown.
appreciate it,
The
but
game
Sure.
will launch on both platforms. Okay, first up, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Okay. That's why we're here.
Let the good times roll.
that fucking guy.
I'm not a Katamari.
By royal decree, a brand new game in the Katamari Damacy series is rolling onto Nintendo Switch.
I don't understand how
Roll your
that series got so
Katamari through
big.
historic eras like Edo Japan
People
and
love it.
more.
I liked
It's a
it back in the day,
time-hopping trip
but
through the ages to restore the universe
weird how
for
it's
the
still
king
going.
of all cosmos.
it looks the exact same too.
Use helpful items to roll your Katamari like royalty and customize the prince and cousins looks to your
Oh
liking.
shit.
In addition, roll out with friends in online multiplayer.
Oh shit.
Make a big Katamari and earn the most points to be crowned the winner.
Oh, it's a versus
the
mode.
iconic music is
Yeah,
back
that's
with an all-new
Lame.
soundtrack featuring new and returning music artists from the series history. Get ready to rock and roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The dance floor is calling.
Dang, they can still afford to make games?
Guess so. I always hear that Just Dance is still going on, but I'm like, where is it?
On Nintendo.
How do you play it? Like, it makes sense with the Joy-Cons, but I always
Yeah.
thought, like, with the normal console, how would you play this?
I think I want
I need to meet somebody who plays these. Co-op mode, that's pretty cool. I got a DVR pad, so I'm not. If I need to dance, I'll use that.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
You give us a tutorial and you tell us
Battle
anyways.
beyond the limit. Charge up and unleash your fighting spirit in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the latest in the Arena Battler series.
I was gonna say, isn't this out?
Yeah.
But Switch 2, so.
Enter the fray with over 180 fighters. In episode battle mode,
180
relive
fighters?
iconic Dragon Ball
How?
stories
A lot
from
of
the
people in Dragon
perspectives
Ball.
of 8 characters, including
How does the game have
Goku.
180 characters to play?
Or follow your own path and redefine history with alternate versions of those encounters. In custom battle mode, you choose the fighters, stages, and dialogue to create your own scenarios. Then share them online with players around the world. Plus, now you can duke it out with motion controls using the Joy-Con 2 or Joy-Con controllers.
So you can
Immerse
live your
yourself
own
in the
Dragon Ball
characters
adventure.
and unleash powerful attacks.
Not for me, but it's cool. Why does the sound so terrible?
Get ready to shake the earth and
It's a good
break
question.
the heavens
It's a
when
weird advertisement for them to be
Dragon Ball
using.
Sparking
Yeah, it sounds like
Zero
shit. It sounds
launches
like
on
it's
the
fucking
Nintendo
like an
Switch
old
2
video
and
coming
Nintendo
through
Switch
shitty
systems
speakers.
November
Yeah.
14th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Time to get back to your roots.
What?
Yeah, what are they doing with this?
Besides, them killing the shooter off.
That shooter's pretty fun.
Yeah. Way better than it deserved to be.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
This has more of a budget than it deserves to have.
This is just an updated like resolution of the old ones. Why don't you just make it new?
That's another thing I like about Nintendo presentations is everything is co-op.
It's true. It's honestly a huge factor for Nintendo.
Yeah. Weird.
The club is yours.
You can keep it.
Is this yep. This is a game we'll be playing at some point. I gotta start getting like a little more invested when we see these things because we're gonna play them.
Yeah. Right before 27 comes out.
Yeah.
Maybe I should actually learn like how a soccer works.
I haven't seen that one before.
Probably. I'm just happy for, even though it's coming on Switch, so maybe they've been coming out, but I'm just glad like Switch is getting like, games everybody else has.
These
Yeah.
games.
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man.
Oh no.
Yummy! Pac-Man World 2 is coming back, remade from scratch.
You guys can
Through
keep
forests,
that and not
war
put that
on
on
ice.
PlayStation Plus.
Use Pac-tastic moves to clear stages
Because when
in
we played that
style.
on PlayStation Plus, I was
And
not a
even
fan of
take
the
on
first one.
Powerful
Yeah.
bosses. Plus, now you can adventure with a pal in local co-op.
This one looks a lot better though.
Pac-Man World 2
It does. It
Repack
actually
launches on Nintendo
looks like
Switch
they
2
spent a little more
and
time making
Nintendo
it.
Switch
Yeah.
September 26th.
Maybe it's just newer.
Pre-orders
Yeah.
That
begin
first one was
later
fucking
today
pretty
on
rough.
a little
Nintendo
too old
eShop.
school.
Yeah.
Lead your party of black mages, dragoons, and other allies to victory in the beloved strategy RPG Final Fantasy Tactics, reborn with newly
Sick.
added elements.
We're getting the remake and
The
that
game is
version.
now fully voiced and adds
Oh,
brand
no.
new
This is
dialogue.
the-
I was about to say,
between
isn't this the same thing?
This is
But
it. Yeah.
still, I know that he
I'm
and I
so.
are
This is next month.
as well as new difficulty options.
I'm actually really excited to play this, that they're having voice acting in it.
Oh, dude, I'm thrilled.
It's like a huge
Final Fantasy
upgrade.
Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on Nintendo Switch.
That'd be a
2
really cool game
and
to play on
Nintendo
portable,
Switch,
too.
September
Oh, yeah.
30th.
I always like playing, like,
Pre-orders begin later today.
turn-based games on my
Nintendo
Switch.
eShop. When the clock strikes midnight, shadows emerge and the dark hour begins.
Not the dark hour.
Step into the shoes of a high school student who, together with his friends, awakens the supernatural power of Persona. Attend class and explore the city during the day as you forge bonds with every interaction. Then,
I was about to say that game
battle
looks
through the
really,
mysterious Tower of Tartarus and
crispy
strategically
looking,
take
but
down rampaging
a-
shadows at
Yeah.
night.
Remaster.
Remaster,
Enter
thank
the
you.
dark hour
Yeah, I would
and
say that's
seal
a-
your fate when Persona 3
PlayStation 2 or
Reload
3 game.
launches on the
Fucking
Nintendo
looks
Switch
like
2
brand
system
new.
October 23rd.
Which it is.
Pre-orders
Yeah.
begin later today
Impressive.
on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, that game was out when I was working
Next,
retail.
please
so-
take
Oh, I
a look
remember
at
it.
this.
Back when it came out.
This must be a Zelda.
Looks like it.
Given an opening, he will bear his fangs.
Some kind of goat man game.
Until Hyrule itself is no more.
Be that as it may,
Is this another
we
Warriors
face
title?
it together.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably. Looks pretty good though, graphically.
Yeah. I remember playing the first Hyrule Warriors, and it was fun. I just don't have like an affinity for the property. I just don't.
It's like all those Warriors games, like if it's a brand I'm just not into that much, it's like, I'm sure it's cool, but
Yeah.
This is madness.
there's nothing drawing me into it.
There is danger here. Enormously so.
Enormously so.
Alright, gotta get him back. I'm sure that's
That was
significant
the
to someone.
latest
Yeah,
trailer
it
for
means
Hyrule
absolutely nothing
Warriors,
to me.
Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches this winter.
They just say it's
We'll share
canon.
more information on this
Guess
title
so.
in the future.
Interesting.
Let's continue with some more games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. The realest Madden
Another game we'll be
ever,
playing probably.
built from Sundays.
At some point.
Have we ever gotten that?
It's game time. Kick off your
I don't
journey
think so.
to
I
become
don't think so
an
either.
NFL legend in the most dynamic Madden
Yeah, we've
game
gotten
yet. Rule
soccer
the
a couple
field
times,
with all new
gotten
player
basketball a
traits
couple
and
times, got
realistic
baseball a
play
couple
styles.
We've had football before, I
Immerse
think.
yourself in authentic team
remember ever playing a
traditions
football game.
and strategize play-making decisions with newly
Hmm.
added features to lead your
Maybe
team
Madden's
to
just
victory.
not. I mean, it's EA,
All
so they're
built
probably like,
from
we're not
real
fucking giving this to
NFL
anybody.
data.
Also, is the soccer game.
In franchise mode,
I don't know then.
choose from 3 new archetypes to begin your
weird.
coaching
Yeah.
legacy. Or become your favorite NFL coach, each with their own strategies. Customize your game plan by selecting new abilities each week that offer
Maybe we
different
did,
tactical
but I
advantages.
really don't remember
Then level them up to
the
fine-tune
last time
your
I even
plays.
touched a football game.
Plus, compete on the gridiron in local or online multiplayer. EA Sports Madden NFL 26 touches down on Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, I guess I'll never play
August
that then.
14th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. A cozy campfire is calling.
Nice. I need one.
Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build campfires in this cozy fire building sim. Chop wood.
Weird.
Arrange the pieces, then light them up. But
This
if you
is a
don't
niche I was
fuel
not
the
expecting.
flames properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength.
This is like that
Let
I Am
enough
Rock game.
oxygen flow through and
Does this have
maintain the
co-op?
right amount of heat. Don't let wet
you're just
logs
hanging out by
dampen your
yourself.
fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you
There's
want to create
levels.
an even
You
bigger
level up.
fire, just blow on it. Sometimes, though, a little patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up the sky.
Can't
You can
imagine
also get
having
the
a fucking
flames
Switch
going in
2,
rainy or
buying
snowy
this, and
conditions.
playing this on there.
But try mastering your campfire
feel like this should be like
making
a-
skills first. With
a
a
phone game.
compatible
Oh.
USB camera, you can enjoy each other's company around the campfire. You might even strike up some interesting
kinda hate it.
conversations.
Co-op? Yeah, that looks fucking scary.
Relax and stay a while.
It already doesn't look like a great looking
When
game, and then you have
Chilling
these
by
weird
the Fire
floating
sparks
heads.
to life on
They
Nintendo
were way
Switch
too
2
into it.
Later today.
Chilling by the fire. That's who
Fight
thought of
battles
that?
big and small in
Yeah.
these games.
Yeah, for sure. That was a weird one.
Apex Legends is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, that makes sense. I was like, how?
Squad
But
up and
newer
survive
console.
19 other
Makes sense.
teams in Battle Royale. Or show off your skills in Mixtape.
I wonder how many
where
people
you'll
are still
take on
playing, or if
3
it's just like
rotating
lifers.
game
Because
modes.
like every time I talk
Plus,
about
both
Battlefield,
Battle
Call of
Royale
Duty,
and
fucking
Mixtape have
the finals on
enhanced resolution
TikTok, I
and
get a
smoother
bunch of people
performance.
just talking shit about Apex.
Build your
I know
crew
it ebbs
aim
and
for
flows
victory
with people
when
liking it and then hating
Apex
it. So
Legends
Yeah, nobody
launches
talks
on
about
the
it even like
Nintendo
they
Switch 2
play it.
system
They're
August
just like,
5th,
yeah,
along
Apex
with a
fucking
new
went
season,
downhill, and now we're all
Showdown.
playing blah blah. I'm like,
oh, interesting. I honestly I haven't seen a stream in a long time. I
To
used to see
cure a
streams a lot
witch's
of it.
illness, her tiny familiar embarks on a grand adventure. With your magical froggy backpack in tow, you can climb
That's creepy.
I hate that it's like a humanoid.
and even swing to greater heights.
Like if they made it in like
Explore this vast world.
made it like a
and
Stray
gather
style game, I
ingredients to
think it'd probably
create a
be
cure for your enchanting ally.
a little more interesting.
I think it'd be a
co-op.
lot.
Players can journey together.
I think it'd be
in
super interesting
online
just because like
co-op.
Stray was awesome.
A
Yeah.
Little Mouse's magnificent adventure begins when Hella launches on Nintendo Switch
It has
2
a weird,
next
like,
year.
indie realistic
Explore a
look.
galaxy full of
Like they're going for
opportunity.
realism, but they don't have the budget for it, so it's like
Yeah.
fucking weird
Across
looking.
the iconic galaxy far, far away in this open world
That's gonna run on
action
Switch too,
adventure
huh?
game, taking place between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi films. You'll take on the role
I'm waiting
of
for this to
Kay
come out on
Bess,
PlayStation
who,
Plus.
along with her companion
Someday
Nix,
I'd like to play it,
is
but I don't
fighting for her freedom.
Want to spend money on it?
I don't want to give them
Explore
money.
distinct locations, both new
I heard it's
and
fine.
familiar,
I just every
as you
cutscene
fight,
I've seen so far
steal,
is fucking
and
terrible.
outwit your
Yeah, I
way
was
through
at-
the galaxy's
wow, I didn't
crime
hear anything.
syndicates,
So-
and gain the means to start a new
What I
life.
hear positively
Traverse
about
through
it just
space
sounds
by
like
ship
people
on
who are
Kay's
still cool with
Trailblazer,
Ubisoft style
or by
games.
land
Right.
on her
Like they're still willing to
S57
accept
Cardinal
that kind of
Speeder,
game,
and take on quests
which
that
there's nothing
blend
wrong
stealth
with.
and
But
Sure.
I got
with some
fatigue on a lot of that shit.
puzzle-solving mini-games in between. Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as
It's
you
got a
travel
really weird,
across
like,
the outer rim. And get
textures
ready to
on
live
low
the
look.
life of a scoundrel when
It's got to run on there.
Star
It's
Wars
impressive it does,
Outlaws
but
launches on Nintendo Switch 2,
just looks
September
weird.
4th. Pre-orders are
I'm sure they
available
use zero
now
employees
on
to do it. It's
Nintendo
probably all
eShop.
AI.
probably.
Survive the
Fuck
future.
Ubisoft.
Salvage the past.
I'm really curious about this game.
As an agent of a secret collective, you'll travel between a future plagued by anomalies and a past on the verge of collapse to uncover the mysteries of this world. In the future, dangerous creatures born from the remnants of humanity prowl the wasteland.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, not a game I'd play.
You'll need to craft
kinda
ammo
figured
and
at the beginning,
supplies with limited resources to fend off brutal enemies.
Otherwise, it doesn't
But
look bad.
don't let your guard down
Yeah,
after
it looks a lot
defeating
better on
them.
other things, but
If a monster absorbs a
this is
fallen enemy,
Bloober Team's
it'll
original
evolve
game
into an
Oh,
even
okay,
more
okay.
nightmarish
after
form.
Silent Hill 2.
So act quickly to dispose of enemies.
Well, I hope it's good then.
You'll
Because
also
I'd like
come
to
across
see them be
rifts that
successful.
allow you to travel back in time
They're making Silent Hill
by
1 remake,
extracting the
which I'm
essences of
fucking
people you meet in
stoked
the past.
about. Because if any game
You can
needs a remake, it's
strengthen your
that.
own abilities.
Cool.
However,
they're at it, they're just
there's
gonna do
a
all of them,
price
huh?
to pay. You'll
I-
be haunted by visual
I'd be okay with
auditory
that.
illusions
They proved
and
themselves
lose your
with 2.
grip on reality.
This basically just looks like Dead Space, which is great.
What caused the world to collapse? And what is the true mission you've been tasked with? Chronos.
I'm just curious about how they're going to do with their own original story, because I've played their older games, and I was not a huge fan of most of them.
The dragons
weren't.
of the
But they
East
have
and West
the talent to
clash.
make games. I just think their stories aren't
の
that
世
great.
界で竜と呼ばれる男は一匹でええんですわ。
That looks awfully good on there.
あんたもそう思いますやろ。
Yakuza Kiwami 2 is brawling its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
I still gotta be fucking.
Kamurocho,
Infinite
Tokyo,
Well.
Sotenbori, Osaka, 2 prolific entertainment districts in Japan, where the former dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu, faces down the dragon of Kansai,
Kiryu-chan.
Ryuji Goda.
よっしゃ思う存分暴れたね。
Use free-flowing combat moves to take on foes in action-packed brawls. Duke it out
One of these
using your
days,
fists,
I'll have just
weapons,
fucking
and
infinite
everything
time,
else at your disposal.
and I will play through all these.
Plus,
That's
there's
a
still plenty
wonderful
else to do around
dream
the
you
cities.
have.
Enjoy darts,
A real fantasy I have.
karaoke, and even golf. There's no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, that's the problem, because the game's already a fucking full-length, like 40 to 60-hour game with a bunch of additional shit to do.
Yeah.
Like if you want to live in these
Clash
games, you
between
can.
Two Dragons begins when Yakuza Kiwami 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 13th.
One of the franchises
And
keeping Sega alive.
Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the epic series, is also
Sega's being
launching
carried on the back
Switch
of that
2
fucking
the same
series.
day, featuring enhanced graphics,
and
improved
all the
frame
Sonic
rates,
fans.
and additional language support.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a bunch of Sonic branding out there
There
that's
are
making them
plenty more
money
games heading to
passively.
Nintendo Switch and
'Cause
Nintendo Switch 2.
those games can't
Let's
sell that
take a
well.
quick look.
Really splash reel.
Why aren't we getting a presentation on that? See, this is the kind of fucking basketball game I want to play.
True.
On PlayStation Plus, I'm not buying it.
Dang.
It's a remake, right? Or a remaster or something.
Yeah.
Curious what I'm also curious about this.
Me too, which is nice to be able to say, to be honest.
Yeah.
Before we go, we've got 2 more games
Gaming's
to show
healing,
you.
dude. Fucking
Please
Battlefield
take a
6
look.
looks better. And fucking or Borderlands 4 is looking better than what they did
To
before.
pass through that door is to pass through time.
Is this the one I know? I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, I
To
assumed it
travel
was
a road
the
spanning
tactics.
centuries.
No.
From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
What is this? I mean, don't tell me.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life in
this is
HD 2D.
not what I knew.
I love the art style because it's
This is
old school.
Bilbildia, a continent
this is a new
overrun by
IP.
beast tribes. A spell of
I was say, I don't
safekeeping is
recognize
all
the
that
character.
protects humanity's sole
Oh,
bastion.
well.
The Kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins is
cool.
discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls.
This is like Secret of Mana, like.
An
then.
adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing
love the
danger is
art.
what adventurers do.
At his
Yeah,
side,
dude, Square
is a
Enix just needs to
fairy
make games
named
like this.
Faye.
They're investing more in this kind of stuff right
Yeah,
now.
Together,
So.
the
They
duo
should.
venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully.
Yep,
and
I'd play
find
this.
opportunities
Yeah, it
to
looks
strike.
pretty cool, actually.
Fight with
Just
swords
needs
for
co-op.
quick and well-balanced strikes.
Come on, Nintendo.
Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more.
Looks cool.
There are 7
Yeah.
weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you. Your fairy companion, Faye, can also attack.
What is this
and
coming out
pick up
on?
items.
Probably everything.
You can control both
I mean,
Elliot
we'd
and
probably have to
Faye
look it up.
separately,
I don't think they'll
or
advertise for it.
Two
There you go.
players can
Two-player.
control them at the same time.
Oh, someone plays the
You'll
fairy.
find that she's very
Oh, weird.
helpful on your adventure.
It's like if somebody's watching you play the game, you're like, I just
Yeah.
want to control the fairy.
Join Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them,
You
will
could tell it's a
span
lower budget game though,
1,000
because that
years.
the VA doing the narration in the beginning sounded pretty
The
rough.
Adventures of
fine.
Elliot.
Sure, I'm
The
just saying, like,
Millennium
you could tell the
Tales
budget was
launches on Nintendo
very lower.
Switch 2 next year. After today's presentation, a debut demo will be available.
Oh, Switch 2 though.
And there will be an upcoming survey to gather player feedback.
Cool. Is it on other platforms? I gotta check.
I feel like it has to be.
In
this
the
has to be it
beginning, there was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
I didn't even play the other ones.
Yeah, well, now there's a third. I'm glad this series is doing good because I the first one is the only one I've played and I really liked
the
it.
time is right. You're finally ready.
I want to fucking play these.
We've come to join your little lighting ceremony.
You have a death wish?
I have some free time though, because I beat fucking
I wish I could
Death
see
Stranding 2.
everyone here, laughing and smiling
I don't have
just
any
one more
other
time.
this year games I feel like I need to beat except for maybe. Let
City built,
Are
you
you
was
going
made
to
for a
find
city.
the people who took our home from us?
me see that.
Go back.
Witness a tale of beginnings.
Excuse us.
Yeah, I was too busy thinking about my fucking calendar, gaming,
I
fucking
wish I could
schedule.
see everyone here.
I see the town got
laughing and
ruined,
smiling
and then
just one more time.
you put it back
Are you
together.
going to rebuild
It's
Wishvale?
pretty
So
cool.
it's kind of like Dark
Are you
Cloud-esque
going
in
to
that
find
way.
Yeah.
the people
Yeah.
who took our home from us?
Man, they should make another one of those.
Witness a tale of
Fucking true.
that unfolds
I
across
love
our
Dark
stellar.
Cloud.
Yeah, Dark Cloud's fucking sick.
Those are all playable characters.
Octopath Traveler 0.
I know that'll be on everything, but I was going to say Square Enix is really making me want to buy a fucking Switch too.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
I mean, that's the only place
Partner
you can get the
Showcase.
first Bravely Default,
you for
which kind of
watching.
sucks.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that was on Steam.
Bravely Default 2 is on everything. I might be wrong.
Weird.
I hope I'm
No,
wrong.
I'll have to look into that. That'd be fucking kind of crazy.
Because, like, a lot of people... The sentiment is, like, if you miss, like, turn-based Final Fantasy, play Bravely Default.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I believe that was supposed to be a Final Fantasy.
yeah.
But then they changed it. I watched a thing on it. All right, so that was that. Is it gonna go? Well, what do we think?
Overall, it was a pretty decent showcase. I wasn't in love with all of it, but
Yeah, I feel the same.
I didn't feel bored, which is important. I was able to go through the whole thing without thinking about the time.
This literally just reconfirmed to me. I've said for a long time that the original Switch is an awesome JRPG machine.
Yeah, right.
And this just reconfirmed that Switch 2 will be no different.
Monster Hunter Stories looks cool. I need to like actually play one of these days so I can have an opinion, but I know there's supposed to be role-playing games that also have like, you know, monster breeding mechanics and stuff like that, like kind of like Pokemon.
Which is dope if you're a Monster Hunter fan.
For sure. So yeah, I need to just like play one of them one of these days. I'm gonna skip way ahead, and I'm just gonna generalize. Actually, everything Square Enix showed off in this looks cool.
Looked awesome.
Super
yeah.
happy about that. I love that they're embracing small little indie size games because it gives them a place to experiment.
Yeah.
Which I think is super important because they got really comfortable selling 3 games. So I want to see them try things and maybe rekindle some of that like old school RPG magic. I like Final Fantasy. I like Dragon Quest. My brain just blanked on the other one now.
Front Mission.
I'd love another Front Mission.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
cool.
definitely not Front Mission, but I would love a new one.
Anyways, yeah. Oh, Kingdom Hearts was the other one. And don't get me wrong, I don't want those to go away, but man, they used to make so many different kinds of games.
No, I think they should do what I think everybody should be doing, but I think them specifically should do this because I think it'd benefit them. I'd like to see Square Enix do smaller projects only, and when they have a big crazy idea that's worth putting all this money into in production, then do that. Which they have their 3 games that they could be doing with that, but yeah, just do like smaller projects because they're all well received, and I haven't played it. A lot of them, like Bravely Default and what's the other one?
Octopath.
I haven't played them, but I've only heard good things about them. So they're well received. People like them.
Even their others
take less time to make.
That one dev made was like I Am Setsuna and the 2 other games. I can't remember the names of it now. I beat I Am Setsuna, and it wasn't like an amazing experience, but it was like a cool old school experience.
Yeah, they don't have to be amazing.
So.
If they are, that's also, an added bonus. And you can tell like because they have been telling great stories since Square Enix has been making fucking games, but you can tell great stories on a smaller budget.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They don't have to be these big spectacles.
I just recently played through and beat Final Fantasy 1 for the first time, and that's pretty lacking in story. It's like a 20-hour game.
Well, that's
an
old ass game. So.
But I just started Final Fantasy 2, and that already, like right off the get-go, has story like happening in it, and I was just like, I don't know, I was getting kind of like those waves of nostalgia from like those old school RPGs from that one. The first one didn't do it for me for some reason. I think it's just because it was such a experimental time for them.
Yeah.
But anyways, the whole thing I was just trying to get to there was like they used to pump out Final Fantasies because it was easier to make games back then on those older systems, and almost all of them have a following to some extent, right? And then in recent years, when they've tried to make these like crazy huge games, they've been met with very mixed reactions. I like all of them, but I don't love all of them. I think there's some pretty serious flaws in modern Final Fantasies, which is really kind of a bummer to say. So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed them still. Still think they're great games.
I gotta take a note from fucking, oh god, what can't I remember the name of it? Claire Obscure. Not in the combat department.
Yeah, in certain ways, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Well, even in the combat, like, because most people like that game, and if it makes a successful game, I'm all for that.
I'm just saying they should go back to doing like turn-based, like.
Well, it's so funny after like Baldur's Gate and now that game, they are thinking this is turning into a Square talk, but
yeah. I mean, this was a Square presentation, so.
Anyways, the whole point, I'm glad to see these smaller games. I'm also so thrilled for the availability of Final Fantasy Tactics on something other than cell phone.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah.
So they could have just released that version on PC, and that would have been enough for me to go, thank you, I can play this game now. Instead of I don't want to play it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't want to play fucking Tactics on my phone. So, it would be a cool game, like I said earlier, to play portably, but like I don't want to play it on my phone. I'd rather, have a fucking
controller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess you do it with your phone too, but regardless, that's not my preferred way to play anything. So, and the fact that not only are they releasing it, but they're doing VA work for the whole thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And making the story more understandable. That's super cool. So, outside of that though, like I said before, a lot of the stuff in here, I wasn't necessarily I'm not necessarily huge on, but it was nice to see a nice variety of games. Like right now we're looking at the Dragon Ball Brawler game. I'm not a huge fan, but I know there's a lot of people who love this format of Dragon Ball games.
People fucking love these games.
Yeah.
Like there's like people I see over on TikTok, like every time one of these games come out, they're like covering it and there's all these people talking about it. I'm like, damn, people like these games apparently.
Yeah. And specifically this format of them, right?
Yeah.
Because that's been like the case since the old Budokai games, right?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it worked because people dig it. I thought they were fine back in the day. But
it's just not my style of fighting game at all. I don't like brawler styles games that much, but I'm happy that there's a following for it. Then going from seeing like Bloober's game on here, so we got horror games in there, the sports games, which obviously I'm not the biggest sports fan, but it's nice that they're covering all that. It's also nice to see EA not just like hiding in a corner somewhere. They're barely being present, but they're doing a little better than Ubisoft right now. So,
well, they're about to be doing pretty good with Battlefield 6. So, because I'm seeing the reception on that, and everybody seems really fucking excited for it.
Well, they're doing something, which I also saw with the one like brand new Square game that they're doing as well, which is accepting feedback.
Yeah.
Maybe your customers should tell you what they want.
You're going to be seeing that more and more, but just because it's being received well, people like the idea that they're being heard, which is good. They should, but and people should, like, the dev should be listening. But it's so funny that as I'm seeing that more and more of people going like, "Oh, we're listening," and then Ubisoft is like constantly in headlines going like, "This is what gamers want. This is what they think is fun."
Yeah,
and it's like, what?
Yeah,
like,
it's wild.
What's that? Stop talking. Everything you say fucking is wrong.
Yeah, they're very out of touch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, anyways, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. It was a good showcase. There was a lot of neat stuff, regardless if I liked it or not.
It was a good, well-rounded showcase showing off the future of not only the Switch 2, but there's still life in the Switch.
Well, and I think that's like probably one of the biggest highlights is that you aren't like being left behind because you couldn't afford to currently get a Switch 2, or maybe you just couldn't get one because they're still hard to get, type of thing. So
I don't think they're hard to get.
No,
I don't.
I just talked to someone who was like all thrilled they were able to get their hands on one recently.
Oh,
so
well, I don't know.
I haven't been keeping tabs on it, and maybe that was just a circumstance. I don't know, but
yeah. Let us know in the comments if you know.
Yeah,
I haven't been keeping up.
I haven't either because I haven't had a hard interest in getting one.
I just normally hear when new consoles come out that they're sold out constantly, and it happened when they first came out, which I expected. But
for sure,
Nintendo did too. They had the fucking. They sent to stores these things that are like, we're sold out before they even sold out because they just knew they would sell out. But I haven't heard shit.
Their most successful console already,
which is funny because there's people like saying to boycott it and shit, and they like sold really well.
I'll make no mistake, Nintendo has some really shitty practices, and they are on full display with the Switch 2.
Yeah.
I do think they need to be kind of humbled. The problem is their brands are too powerful.
Well, and they're still making solid games. Once
Yeah.
they start fucking up, people will start really looking at those things they don't like about Nintendo. But the problem is Nintendo's producing stuff people like, so people won't hold them accountable.
Sure, and obviously, the market will do what it's going to do in that regard. So, anyways, like I said, I'm rambling. I'm going to go ahead.
Overall, I thought it was a good presentation. I liked that they showed a lot of different kinds of games coming out for potential new buyers of the Switch 2 and people who have maybe already bought it. Also, people who own Switches get to see, that there's something for everyone, which is really cool. We saw, like AAA stuff, AA, indie stuff. It was all really interesting. I enjoyed seeing it all. A lot of these games I'm not going to play, specifically the sports games, unless they come out on PlayStation Plus, which they fucking will. Except for Madden, apparently. That was a weird revelation to figure out. But yeah, every JRPG I saw on here I want to play, which sucks because they're all fucking 40 to 100 hours. And I just
Persona, that's 100 hours easy.
And I just more and more have less and less time, which fucking sucks for thinking about playing a JRPG. But they all look really cool, and I want to play them. I want to play Monster Hunter Stories 3, and I've barely played the second one, but that was pretty neat too. So I should maybe go back and play that first. But I'm actually really impressed with how good this looks. But also Capcom, it just makes good looking games now. So
that's definitely their shtick.
They always kind of have.
Yeah.
But Just Dance Don't Care, Dragon Ball, blah, blah, blah. Plants vs. Zombies coming back out of nowhere is interesting. I'd like to see them maybe make like a brand new one. Maybe they'll test an IP. I don't know.
Say that stuff like that, where they re-release stuff like that, it's first off keeping the legal rights to the IP, but also it allows them to kind of test the waters a little.
Yep. Final Fantasy Tactics, definitely a must buy. Really excited for that.
Easiest purchase of my life.
Yeah, I can't really emphasize enough how much I love that they did the voice acting for it, because it is a game you could just play through again and read again, but to get that new experience will give people who have played this game like 5-6 times something new to experience. So that's awesome.
Also one of like the best like job systems in a Final Fantasy. So
yeah. Let's see. Chilling by the Fire is fucking bizarre as shit. This has like Steam indie game vibes. Like you go onto Steam, you start looking through games, and there's just all sorts of weird shit like this.
Like I Am Rock, like I brought up before, where you literally just sit there as a rock and passively level. Like what are we doing?
Yeah. So yeah, that this is like on a showcase is funny to me.
It's impressive.
But I guess they are showing off their party camera system that they showed off when the Switch 2 was coming out.
Fair.
But I can't imagine me and the boys watching each other put sticks on fire like this.
You know what this is? This is a COVID game.
Yeah.
Too late, but
yeah,
that's literally what
that's too late. Yeah, a little dark, but I pretty much that game would have fucking blown up during that time.
Yeah.
Mouse game, Star Wars game. Chronos is cool looking. I'm happy it's coming to Switch. I won't be playing it on Switch, but it is cool. It's on there. There's that weird baby game, Shinobi, all these games. What was the The Adventures of Elliot. This game looks fucking awesome, and it's awesome to see a brand new IP. It's not just, at first I was like, what game is this? I don't remember this. Like, what remaster is this?
Yeah, at first I thought it was the Octopath Traveler, because that's the one I knew was going to be in the showcase. It's funny that's the one they ended on.
Yeah.
And then I saw the character. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know what this is.
I kept looking at him like, who is that? I don't like. I know my fucking RPGs, and I'm like, I don't recognize that guy at all. But it's neat because it has that old school PlayStation JRPG look, but it's also like an action RPG, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, like the Mana series.
Yeah, it gives it that kind of like old school PS1 like experimental RPG feeling.
You can also see that they
loved.
Took some notes from like roguelikes and stuff, because like the parry and block mechanics and stuff like that in combat. I don't think it is one of those, but it feels like they checked out that genre a little bit and implemented some of that to the combat. So.
Yeah. Yeah, a mix of modern stuff and old school stuff.
Yeah.
It looks fucking cool. I'm kind of curious what you're gonna do in co-op on this. But I'm not really gonna play this for co-op. But it'd be neat to try that out. And I will be looking this up right after this to see what it's coming out on, because if it's only coming out on Switch 2, kind of fucked. So. And then Octopath Traveler 0 just is upsetting because I need to play the other games, and I will at some point when I have time. But this does look really cool. I love the village building. It does remind me of Dark Cloud. But I gotta play the other games before I play this. So are they like shorter RPGs? If they're like 20, 40 hours, I could probably knock them out pretty quick.
I think the first one is relatively short. I also know that the game you play as like, my memory's a little hazy on it now, but I think you play as 6 different characters and you do 6 stories. And then
interesting.
they combine into a story. So you play it multiple times in one playthrough. It kind of has like that Nier thing going on in that regard. So
I'll have to look into it. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a solid presentation. Not a whole lot of big, exciting bangers, but like the JRPGs were plentiful and they all looked fucking awesome. So I really want to play most of them.
Unfortunately.
But I appreciate the well-rounded presentation showing, everybody something for them. So specifically people who like to build campfires with their friends.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's worth noting, this is just like the third-party stuff coming to Nintendo. So
which I love. I love seeing the weird shit. So like Fire Game.
Mm-hmm. Especially like Fire Game. That
was like the
mind-blowing
example of like the weird games I like to see, because I'm like, who the fuck who thought that up and who's gonna play that?
Right.
Overall presentation, I'd probably give a B-, just because it was solid, good flow. Some games I don't really care too much about, but I liked the variety, and some games I'm really excited about. So would you grade it?
I think I'm also going to. I was kind of thinking B, but there is definitely some stuff in there I just kind of don't care about at all. So they showed a lot of sports games. So
if it's just the JRPGs, I would have gave it like a fucking A.
Yeah, I was gonna say they started super strong with the Monster Hunter stories, and they ended super strong with the Octopath Traveler. So I love the beginning and the end of it. The middle, as always with these presentations, the lulling point. So
I get you want to start strong and end strong, but at the same time, it's like weird to be in the middle of a presentation and be like checking your fucking watch.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't. They did it. The pacing was well done, but yeah, that is when that happens usually. But yeah, I think B- is probably about as high as I could go, because it wasn't like amazing. But there was definitely stuff here I'm excited to hopefully experience. So
Yep. I'm going to give the dread I'm feeling, though, an F, because I don't have time to play any of these games. So
yeah.
Which sucks because they all look cool. Anything else?
Nope. Just like I said in the beginning, make sure you're checking your notifications on YouTube. So
yeah, I need to look into why people are not seeing our videos, but it's been happening for a long time. It's just really fucking annoying. So so let us know in the comments what you guys think of this presentation. What are the biggest highlights? What games are you most excited for? We think about all the RPGs that we saw. Anything else other than RPG in this that you were excited for? And do you have a Switch 2? Are you still on the Switch? Are you planning on upgrading anytime soon? And yeah, tell us everything you think about in the comments below when it comes to Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. And that's going to do it for this TLG Reacts. Up and Seth, this has been Chevy. And until the next episode, which will be Game of the Month and Plus Club right around the corner. Have a good one, guys, and take it easy.